Hey buddy, Gunnison Undercover here. Today is Thursday, January 9th, 2020. And guess what day it is? I think all my subscribers out there should know what today is. A very special day. Okay, for those of you who don't know, don't follow police departments on your Facebook. Today is Law Enforcement Appreciation Day. Yay! So I picked out South River Police Department. I'm going to read you what their posting says, and I'll read you what some of the bootlickers had to say. So here it is right there. There's their page, if you want to go look at it on Facebook. And it starts out by saying, to those of you who called us or stopped one of our officers to offer a thank you on National Law Enforcement Appreciation Day, we thank you for the gesture and for your support. We'd like to dedicate this day to all our brothers and sisters in law enforcement who work alongside us every day. Well, that was nice. And of course, they got their little picture there, and no picture on the police department would be complete without that blue line gang symbol on there. I always got to mix that in with the flag. They're not happy, they're not happy unless they got that blue gang symbol separating us from them, because they want to be special. Okay, let's find out what the bootlickers all have to say. Ooh. A lot of glare around here. This is Lillian Farrell Barry. Thank you to all of you for keeping our town safe. Thank you for all you do and all you and your family sacrifice. May God bless you and keep you safe. Let me keep going down here. This is Roberta Bustamante. Best PD ever. Thank you for keeping us safe and for being so involved in the community. This is Irina Da Silva. Thank you for all of you for your service. I want to thank Officer Daniel Stone, blah blah, for so much support, good heart in difficult times my family went through. Thank you for being kind, so kind. Joanne Chef, thank you to all who selflessly serve each and every day to protect us and keep us safe. And a huge thanks to all of the families as well who sacrifice so much. May God protect you, get you home safely to your families every day. God bless you all. Anita Chadha, thank to all officers, personnel of our police force for keeping us safe, enforcing law and order. Thanks, you. Appreciate all you do. Oh, we got a real bootlicker here. Debbie King Cash, thank you. Be safe. And she put a little picture right there. See that little picture there? Yeah. Evelyn York, you're going to love this one. Thank you. You are all my heroes. God bless and stay safe. Blue family here. Oh, look at that. And they had to put the little flag in there and let them know they're part of the gang. Got to show the gang symbol. And Vicki Garrison, thank you to all the wonderful work you do, putting your lives on the line every day when you check in for work. Thanks is just not enough. God bless you and your family. Well, that's pretty much the whole narrative all the way down with all the comments. Well, I think it's nice that we have Officer Appreciation, Law Enforcement Appreciation Day. Do I appreciate them? They're there. I've said it before. I see law enforcement as a necessary evil in society. Every day, I interact with police officers sometimes, and I have to question my thoughts as how I feel, because sometimes I feel a little guilty because, I clobber them a lot. But then when I meet them individually, sometimes I feel kind of bad. Well, maybe he's not such a bad guy, but, I always slap myself in the face and say, wake up, you big idiot. We all know what they're up to. One of the things we're up against is this Copaganda that is so enriched in people's brains, particularly the white community, upper middle class and upper white community, who believe the officers are out there protecting and serving and keeping the community safe. And we all know that's not true. I want to say it might be a byproduct because I'll say it again, because I know there's a few out there new to the channel, haven't heard me before. The job of the police is to investigate, arrest, gather evidence, and assist the prosecution. That is their job. Their job is to protect the government and enforce laws. Nothing what I said there says protect people. By them enforcing laws, the byproduct is you may be protected. Somebody's beating you up and a cop comes down the road and he sees you getting beat up. Well, the law is being broken, so the cop jumps out and arrests the guy, and the byproduct is you've been protected. Now, I tried to do a video on that day, and I did probably 10 takes. I just couldn't figure out what the angle was. I was like showing you the stories there, and I was reading the comments of what some of the bootlickers have to say. You know, they're just gooing all over these cops. You know, thank you for keeping us safe and protecting us. And it drives me nuts when I hear stuff like that, because they don't protect us and they don't save us. They protect the government and they enforce laws. So, yeah, so here we go. Just show you right there real quick. I don't know when this Law Enforcement Appreciation Day started. I'm 59 years old. This is the first time I'm hearing about it. There's no way this went on back when I was a kid. So this is something that relatively new has been starting. And it's all part of the Copaganda. They're doing a couple things. And one with this Law Enforcement Appreciation Day, it's basically saying, oh, poor me, poor me. Will people appreciate me? Poor me, poor me. It's all part of the propaganda. You know, two things I see going on right now, because as many know, I watched our local police department's Facebook pages to see what kind of crap they're posting, and it's pretty much all targeting children. A lot of it is targeting children, and they do target senior citizens, like they'll have coffee with a cup on a Monday morning at 10 a.m. Well, everybody's working the Monday morning at 10 a.m. So who else is out there? People are retired. But there's a lot of propaganda going on in the world of police. Their backs are against the wall. They are trying desperately to combat the negativity that they themselves have created. Not us, not me. I only report the stories. I don't make the stories up. I report them. So they know that they're really having a bad time right now, and they're doing everything they possibly can to try to put this misinformation into your brain and try to reinforce this idea, this notion that they are here to protect and serve us, and you know, you can trust the police and all that. And of course, anybody who has half a brain and eyes knows that that's not entirely true. We all know that the police are used to generate revenue for the towns. We know that the police like to escalate things and arrest people because that's how the officer makes extra money. He gets to go to court on overtime. These officers make a lot of money in overtime going to court, so it's in their favor to arrest you and have to go to court. But this is just another example of them. They want sympathy. They want us to feel sorry for them. Look, all the bad things are happening to them, but I don't feel sorry for them one bit. I mean, a lot of them are making $100,000 a year base salary, not including the overtime, to sit in a car, drive around, harass motorists, try to escalate shit so they can get an arrest. I don't feel sorry for them at all. But this is the game, the angle that they're playing. And, you know, as I always say, the lily whites, they buy right into it. And yeah, you got to give the cops credit for planting those mind viruses out there. But anyway, January 9th was National Officer Appreciation Day. Quite frankly, I'm not targeting them individually, but I don't appreciate the police. I see them as a necessary evil that we got to have, because there's a few people out there that can't behave themselves, so we have to use them to clean up the garbage. And speaking of which, why don't we have a National Garbage Man Appreciation Day? I think they got a dangerous job. They pick dirty, disgusting things up. They're out there on the back of a truck in freezing cold weather. they got a tough job, and you don't see those garbage men making $100,000 a year. No, they don't. They're probably lucky they make $25,000 a year. So, anyway, let me know what you think about the National Law Enforcement Appreciation Day. Did you thank an officer? I didn't really run into any that I could thank. I did wave to one on that day, down at the park, only because I know him. Anyway, it's gone as an undercover.